Hi, Afomoa. My name is Gift Ifine, the CEO of Exclusive Gift. Okay, this is my second task, and here is my beautiful model. Watch me grab my beautiful model. So I start by shaving her brows. I make sure I shave the down and upper parts. Then I go in with my Huda Beauty micellar water to clean her face. I make sure I clean her face very well, especially her under eyes. Then I use cotton ball to remove dirties on her tear dots. I use my Bicham Ageless Setting Spray to hydrate the skin, then I dry. I go in with my Vaseline Lip Balm to moisturize the lips. I use Balm Moisturizer from Mesmetic. It's good to use much moisturizer, especially her under eye area if the client has dry skin or combination skins. Then I allow the face to dry 3 to 5 minutes. Then I go in with primer from Omarico. Then I blend. I avoid applying it to the under eye for a breakage. Then I go in with Miracle Beauty Sponge. I use foundation from Silvermark for a full coverage. So I dab, I push in the foundation. I don't rub, I push in the foundation. I make sure that I matches the skin perfectly, no left out. Then I go in with my concealer from Younger Beauty to highlight her face. And I use my Miracle Beauty Sponge, the other side of it, to blend. The same Miracle I use for the foundation, I use it to blend. I'm a lover of beauty blender. I don't know why, but I think I find it easy and fun. I go in with my cream brush from Tyler. I do not use cream contour because I want a mild look. Then I go in with the same foundation I use for her face. I use it to contour her nose. Then for her under eye, I use a lighter concealer from the same Younger Beauty. Then I blend carefully to avoid touching her eyes. Then I go in with my Miracle setting spray to set her under eye. I set the under eye gently. Then I go in with my powder from Flawless Ivy, the darker shade. I love it so much on dark skin. For her powder contour, I use the same powder I use for her face, darker one for her powder contour. Then I use it to contour the whole face. Powder brush, I use Chisky brush and Girls Night Out to pop it out. For her nose contour, I use my Flawless Ivy darker shade. I use my setting spray from Blossom Makeup to set her whole face, then allow it to dry. Then I use my beauty sponge to push in all my makeup for long lasting. For baking, I use Miracle setting powder to bake her face to keep it fresh while I do the finishing touch. For her brow gel, I use Bramatic by Demi. Allow it to dry while I go in for my eyeshadow. For my eyeshadow, I use my Eye Magic lip palette, the darker shade, to get a darker smoke brown eye. I wanted a smoky eye brown, but at this point, I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to pop it out a bit. So I go in with my Annie's Beauty palette, Happy Bride. And I want a smoky cat eye. So I go in my shadow primer. It helps to pop the color and give it a long lasting look. So I use the same eyeshadow. I use the Happy Bride. I use the For pigment glue, I use my Silver Mark pigment glue. For glitters, I use my MK Beauty. I dust it out before applying so that it will not stain all over the face. Then I put fingers to push it, make sure that the pigment stay. I use my fan brush to dust out the excess pigment of the skin. For under eye, I use my Adventure gel liner to apply for under eye. I carefully apply it, avoiding it touching her eye so that she will not tear. But before that, I reduce my light. Then I go in Mega Impact Mascara. Lift the eye. I use my Jadis Compact Powder, the one that has a warm red tone, to lift her eyes. Then for my brows, because she's dark skin, I use Forever Chanel black eye pencil to outline the brows, because I like the shape of her brows. So I just use it to outline the brows and use it to fill the tail parts. Then I go in with my Davis eye pencil to fill the beginning parts and give it a true natural look. Then I use my Yanga concealer to sharpen the under. Then I use a powder shade to give the brows a natural look. I remove my hairband and use a small fluffy brush to carefully blend the hair. For her lashes, I use chin lashes. I make sure that it's not too big, something that will suit her eye perfectly. Then I blend my concealer to avoid harsh line. For her lip liner, I used my Egan Esther shade Ebony because I wanted the matte line lips, and the color, I like the dark brown of it. So I use it to line her lips. Then use my Eye Magic to pop her lips out. I use the natural pink of Eye Magic. Then I go in my black eyeshadow from Annie's Beauty, the Happy Bright palette, to define the under eye. Then I use a fluffy brush to push in her baking powder, and then I use Avo setting spray to set the whole face. Then I dry. Then I use my beauty blender to push in makeup. I use Huda Beauty the Glow to highlight her nose and her cheeks very small, and I use my Absolutely lip gloss to gloss her lips. I go in with my mascara to mascara her under eyes with a small mascara brush. And here is my finished look. Thank you, Afoma, for giving me the privilege to partake in this contents. God bless you all. Bye.